Do you want to see the best of Tokyo in just one day? We'll show you how to experience peaceful gardens, rooftop views, ancient shrines, buzzing back streets, and even finish with a bit of conveyor-belt sushi. All the very best bits in one unforgettable day in this amazing city. We're kicking things off in the high energy area of Shinjuku. But we're going to start the day with a bit of peace and tranquility. And to do that, we've come here to Shinjuku Gyoen, a huge garden right in the middle of one of Tokyo's busiest areas.
So we have ourselves 2 admission tickets for the garden and they were 500 yen each. So just over £1. Seems like a bargain.
What's absolutely crazy is just how quiet it is here, considering you are literally minutes away from a huge train station and a complete concrete jungle. In the gardens themselves, there's plenty to come and see, including the Taiwan Pavilion, which was a gift from the Japanese people of Taiwan and is a rare example of Chinese architecture here in Tokyo. There's also the greenhouse, which has a huge exhibit of tropical flowers as well as rare Japanese plants. The gardens themselves mix Japanese, English and French styles, so it's actually a pretty cool metaphor for Tokyo itself. It's traditional, it's international, and it is super organized.
We've come up to the 45th floor of the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, and as soon as you step out of the lift, you see Tokyo sprawling out around you. Now there are 2 observatory towers here. We're standing in the South Tower and there's also the North Tower. The great thing about that is you really do get the 360-degree views of the Tokyo skyline. Now apparently on a clear day you can also see Mount Fuji. Unfortunately, it's a little bit cloudy today, so we'll have to wait to see that one up close. The towers are open every day of the week, but just make sure to check their website because there are a couple of days each month that they're closed. The South Tower is open until 9:30 at night and apparently has spectacular views over the city at night. You could easily spend an hour strolling around. There's also a souvenir shop and a cafe to grab a coffee. In the UK, there would definitely be an entrance fee for this type of thing, but here in Tokyo, you're just allowed to stroll into the government building, come up here and get these spectacular views completely for free. It's pretty incredible, really.
So it's lunchtime, and apparently something you have to do as a first-time tourist in Japan is try the 7-Eleven lunches. So I have got udon noodles with vegetables and pork, which has been heated up in a convenience store. It smells absolutely amazing.
Smell really good. I have gone for a cold dish of soba noodles and soy sauce. I've also got myself an interesting tofu bar, which apparently you just eat cold. So we'll give that a go.
It's like a Snickers or something, but just made of tofu.
My expectations are not that it's going to be as delicious as a Snickers bar. We've got ourselves a perfect spot as well, just right in front of the government building. We've just plunked ourselves down and we're going to enjoy just chilling out for 20 minutes.
When you're in Shinjuku, it is definitely worth a stroll along to this place, Omoide Yokocho, which translates as memory lane, but you may well know it under a more glamorous term, which is Piss Alley. Now it got that nickname because back in the 40s and 50s, this was a black market spot for drinkers, and there were no toilets in this place back then, so people just relieved themselves on the streets, but you'll be glad to know that there are some toilets here now. If we hadn't just filled up on our convenience store lunch, then this would have been a great spot to grab some ramen or some skewers. Now these are tiny bars and restaurants that seat about 6 to 8 people, so if you're going in these places, you better be comfortable in small spaces with a few people. This place is super fun and it looks as if it would be amazing fun at night as well, so perhaps we will just make the effort to get back here on our visit to Tokyo.
One of the things that we've noticed whilst we've been walking around today is that you literally can't go past a street without seeing a whole row of vending machines. These ones look like they're just selling cold drinks, but we've seen them selling coffee and even sushi earlier on today. The other thing that we just keep pointing out and laughing about to each other is all of the cars seem to be really just box shaped. They're really flat and they're just reminding us of little Lego pieces. They're quite cute. I have gone for a matcha latte. First proper taste of matcha. Everything here is matcha. Kit Kats, ice creams. It seems to be matcha is the fad. And as you can see, we have ourselves here a bright green drink. So matcha is a type of tea. That's delicious. It's kind of creamy, savoury, not a strong bitter taste as a coffee. Have a go.
That is a stronger taste than I was expecting. Yeah. I think I will stick with cappuccinos. I do quite like it. I'm not 100% convinced on the aftertaste. We've made our way across the Harajuku and up to the Meiji Shrine, one of Tokyo's most sacred spots. Meiji is a Shinto shrine built over 100 years ago, dedicated to the Emperor Meiji, who was instrumental in modernizing Japan. There is a whole forest that surrounds this building with over 100,000 trees, all planted by hand. Now that is dedication. There are some really cool traditions that you can take part in when you're here, like writing down your wishes and your gratitudes on little tablets and hanging them on the divine tree. You could even check their website and come along on one of the days when they're hosting one of their special ceremonies or events. For now, it's just started to drizzle with rain, so we are going to go and find somewhere with a little bit more shelter.
So straight from the calm and into the chaos, we are on Takeshita Street, the heart of kawaii culture here in Japan. Now kawaii simply means cute or adorable, and it's become a culture here in Japan. Think pastel colours, cartoon characters and smiley faces on absolutely everything. The kawaii culture really became popular in the 1970s in Japan. It's not just for kids, it was for people that just wanted to break outside of the norm in what was a pretty rigid culture back in those days. It's pretty amazing how the simple idea of cuteness has turned into such a big thing across the country, with even the police having cute cartoon mascots. They've got everything here, from rainbow crepes to baby pink candy floss, or you could even sip on a bubble tea while stroking a micro pig. It's green, here we go.
We've made it to the world famous Shibuya Crossing, probably the most famous pedestrian crossing in the world, where nearly 3,000 people can cross at any one time, and they come from absolutely every direction. What is even more amazing, to be fair, is the amount of people that are here, and you literally just do not get bumped into.
It feels like chaos, but very organised chaos.
Yeah, I feel like if this was in London, there'd be a full-on rugby match happening right now. We've just been enjoying watching the absolute chaos that is the Shibuya Crossing from up here on the 11th floor of the Hikari building. Now, it's a real good tip. You can come up here and watch it all unfold in front of your eyes for absolutely free. Now, I know it goes without saying, but it gives you a completely different feeling of that crossing. Down there, it feels like carnage, but up here, it's all peaceful and tranquil, and you get to really take it in. Now, for Rachel and I, this is a bit of a pinch me moment. We have been thinking about being in Japan and Tokyo for so long, and to look down on something that we've seen so many times in videos and Instagrams, we can't help but feel super fortunate to finally be here.
So for the evening, we decided to stay in Shibuya, and we have come to the Omoide Sushi restaurant, which was well recommended. Now, when we came in, we each got a seat number. We came along and then found the seat number on the little conveyor belt. Everyone has a screen. You can go through it. We've just checked. It does have it in English, so it's great. Go through, pick what you want, order it, and then it comes to you on this little conveyor tray.
Hey!
So we're going to see if it's as good as everyone says it is. Tuna, it looks great. Well, we knew that Tokyo was going to be big and busy and exciting, but nothing really prepares you for what it throws at you. So we started the day in the quiet gardens and have ended by eating sushi off of a conveyor belt. And by the way, it was the best sushi we've ever tried, so you must go there yourself.
What stood out wasn't necessarily what we saw, but how different it felt. There's a calmness, a sense of order, and a way of doing things which is so different to back at home. The craziest part, this is only day one. We've got 27 more days of exploring Japan. And if our first day in Tokyo is anything to go by, then Japan is going to be absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, and we might be quite tired by the end of it.
Yeah.
So we hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, then please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more Japanese adventures. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.